Is all this technology making us producers a little bit lazy? Let's talk about it.
Bolo!
All right, before we get started, if you have not gotten my new drum kits, you might need to go ahead and get them. You might need to go ahead and get them because, especially my new drum kit, my buff drum kit, that thing is hard. I'm telling you, go ahead and click that link in the description and go ahead and get my new drum kit. Get all of my drum kits because all of my drum kits are pretty cool. So go ahead and click that link in the description and get my new drum kit. That Bolo Producers Buffs kit is hard. Yeah, so y'all go ahead and get all the kits. Get all of them. It's gonna help you out. Let's get to the video. All right, so let me think here. We have arcade, we have splice, we have chromatic, we have drum monkey. Don't let me say that. Lord, don't let me say that. But you guys know what I mean. We have a lot of stuff right now that is really taking over and it's helping a lot of producers. Don't get me wrong. It's helping a lot of producers, but I'm wondering, is it kind of making us lazy? Is it kind of dumbing us down a little bit? You know what I'm saying, as producers? Because, you know, back in the day, we didn't really have that. We just had maybe like a keyboard with like an arpeggiator on there. Or if you had reasons, you can go ahead and use the arpeggiator on that. But right now we have so many tools to where we can just basically type in or just press a note or do whatever and it will take care of it for us. Like we got chord builders, we got Captain Melody, Captain Chords, we got Melody Sauce. We have so many different things that can help us in production. But is it making us lazy? Is it taking away from the product? I want to know, like, what do you guys think about it? Because, you know, I'm still kind of like old school with mine. I like to play out my melodies, even though sometimes it's a little hard. I can play, I can hold some notes, but I'm not like a huge like player like that, but I know how to hold notes. I know chords and I know basic melodies and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, sometimes I do want to go ahead and just press that little button and just, you know, come up with something dope. But my fear is that it will sound like somebody else's stuff. And I kind of want to keep my sound the way it is. Even though my sound is very simple, it's not very intricate or nothing like that, I still want my sound to be my sound. And what I'm asking you guys is, when you become this type of producer, is everything going to start sounding the same? Is everything going to basically have the same sound? Or is it going to be something to where, you know, we can kind of manipulate a little bit, but if we're using all the same tools, do you think that it's going to basically dilute the production game right now? Are producers really going to be lazy? I ain't gonna lie, when I pick up arcade, man, it's like a kid in the candy store, especially like the little vocal chops and everything. And now they have it to where, you know, they have like the R&B thing in there. You just press one button, it plays all the chords for you and all that good stuff. Now, arcade is a beast. Arcade is a beast. Yeah, Landar has their chromatic, which is very cool too. But arcade is a beast because it's updated so much and it has so much stuff in it to where you can really make a whole beat. It's crazy. It's simple, it's easy to use, it's a little tax on your computer, but arcade is that deal. Like I hear a lot of people using arcade, and you know, some people take the other route by using splice, by using some loops and stuff like that. But is it making us lazy? Now I know hip hop was built off samples. I know back in the day we used to sample a lot, but we used to sample from turntables. We had to go and find records, go into the stores, find the records, do whatever, or find the CD and rip it somehow and get into the MP or whatever through a CD player or something like that, or use, y'all don't remember this. Y'all don't remember the MP3 discs. Y'all remember those? Yeah, they was around for like 2 or 3 years, but you know the little MP3 disc? Well, some of y'all are too young because I know just from the people who watch my channel, the demographics, some of y'all don't know what the MP3 discs are, but okay. But yeah, we used to have to do stuff like that, and then, you know, we didn't have like YouTube where you can rip songs and stuff like that, or other places where you can rip stuff like TrapLib, and we had to go out and actually sample, like really go and find the chops and do it. And it forced us to be kind of creative with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why even a lot of guys who were samplers back then, they're still very creative even when they're doing stuff that just has regular instrumentation into it. But I see a lot of these newer guys, when it comes to spot, they're using a lot of the same stuff. I'm noticing the same packs, I'm noticing the same things. So I'm wondering, is it making people a little lazy? Even though like Splice has tens and thousands of sounds, a lot of y'all are using just the ones that are just right there on the top little row right there. You can't just use that. You got to go deep and dig deep. you know what I'm saying, for some stuff that really nobody's not using. And even though some people use the same stuff, like a lot of y'all are just kind of like keeping the same loop. You're not really chopping it up, not really doing too much. But you know, that's for a whole nother story. I did a video on that a while back. But even using arcade, I noticed a lot of you guys with arcade are using the same stuff that you just see on that main screen, and y'all don't really dig that deep. Or if you're doing the chops, you just do the chops in succession and you don't really chop it up. And I'm wondering if you guys are getting a little lazy on me. I'm wondering. I don't know. But, you know, with me, I do use all the tools. Don't get me wrong. I use all the tools. I love the tools, but I like to use the tools in a way to where I know how to produce. And that is producing, you know, if we're going to chop, let's go ahead and chop these samples up. Let's rearrange them. Let's add some effects. Let's do some things to them to kind of make them sound different. Now, if I'm using loops from maybe somebody that I know, like a loop maker that I deal with, I maybe might keep that loop that way because I know that a lot of people don't have that particular loop. But if I'm using stuff from Splice or like Arcade or Chromatic or whatever, yeah, I'm probably going to cut that up. Now, Captain Chords, stuff like that. I know it's a helper tool, but I know it's to me, it seems like a little just straight to the point. It has no real variation to it. I almost kind of like typing in notes rather than using Captain Chords, because even though Captain Chords can kind of, you know, get you to that, it just seems like it's kind of like just straight chord, this, that. Then you can kind of add some stuff into it, and it, you know, it's pretty cool. I haven't used it that much. I probably will do a video on it at some point, but I haven't really used it that much. I've seen people using it, and it seems like, And what's the other one? Ripcord? I think that's the other one, the Ripcords or whatever. I seen that one. That's pretty cool where you can add midis and stuff like that to it. Yeah, I seen that. But, you know, with that, on the other hand, is it making people lazy? Is it forcing people not to, you know, take music lessons or learn how to play the piano or learn the essence of music theory and stuff like that? You know, I wonder if it's kind of being a handicap to people, and I want to hear from you guys about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it all the time. I learned to live with it, but it's just a question that's just been in my mind over and over. So you guys let me know. You guys let me know your opinion on it. Let me know how you feel. Leave something detailed in the comments and let me know if you think that we are falling into the AI trap right now. Are we getting lazy right now? You guys let me know. Hope this video was entertaining. Hope it was informative. And like I always say, peace out.